Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here in the lovely world of raccoons with me, Vanillaraccoon. Hey yo! Oh, we got some road gen going on in the background. I got my morning voice on, if you can't tell, and that's because, well, I literally just woke up not even 5 minutes ago. Managed to make public the new Halo 5 Guardians video. If you're a fan of Halo, I encourage you to check that out. Pretty good stuff over there in the Halo 5 Guardians playlist. But anywho, you guys, this is Minecraft, so let's get on in with what we're going to be doing. Ooh, look at that world gen with that sunset. Okay, so here's the thing, peeps. I'm going to cough in your ears for starters. There you go. That's the end of the episode, you guys. It's just me coming in to say, hey, yo, and then cough. No. So during last night's live stream, what we ended up doing was we started to work on this castle wall. And I pretty much told you guys, hey, I think what I want to do is I want to, instead of bringing it around here and bringing it back that way, I wanted to actually go the opposite way and bring it back this way. That way we can get these cool little residential houses that we have going on into the actual perimeters of the castle. Over here it could just be like, excuse me, hey, welcome to this kingdom. Here's something we have to like show up front. Good old Rubens Monument. Then we got Fort Argos. We got our little humble home, the community center. Two little houses that have villagers in them, I believe. Actually, no, that one does not have a villager in it. We moved him and he died in the process. And then we have our brewing / enchanting. Is that a torch? That is a torch on top of a crafting table on the roof of the house. Yeah, that's a crafting table. Okay, so anywho, you guys, anywho. So what we're going to be doing in this episode is we're actually going to go ahead and add a roof to our castle wall. Okay, done with the yawning. I have my coffee here with me, so in between takes I'll be guzzling that down. But the one thing I am at an impasse with, all right, is we have these little sections of the castle roof that is actually a room and acting as a tower, so to speak. And the only thing I'm curious about doing is how I'm going to go about doing the roof, because usually in these castle tower segments we have this kind of roof going on, and I don't really like it anymore. I would like to change it up for this castle wall. I'll leave it where they are on this wall. But for this wall, I kind of would like to switch it up just a wee little bit. Nothing too noticeable, but something that says, hey, did you do something to the castle wall, tower, roof design? But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and, oh wait, that's another thing. Also on camera, aside from establishing this wall, what we also got to doing was laying out the fancy design that we have for this walkable path. And then what we have for this tower, because we're going to be raising it up another 11, is I decided to go with the spiral staircase. Something I was not entirely sure if I wanted to do, but I went with it, and it's at least starting to grow on me. This looks like a good distance for a wall. I'm not sure if this will be considered half of the wall and continue this same amount going down that way, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work because I have some tree punching to do, and I'll see you guys when we have some of the roof gone. I mean, not gone, up. Man, I need to get my coffee in me. I tell you what, fool. I tell you what. You gonna die. Oh, right in the pecker. Oh, yeah, you try. Oh, she dropped a regen potion. Parkour game is strong. Yes. That's definitely going to help me with that regen. That regen potion is definitely going to be helping me. Because I have definitely been falling a lot while constructing the roof for our castle wall hallway thing. I don't know what to properly call it. But anywho, you guys. Oh, wait, no, you can't really tell from down here, can you? So I sort of sat back and continued to wake up while drinking my coffee. Hence why I seem a bit more awake now. Hopefully, I sound a bit more awake. Um, but what I decided to do is I wanted to sit back and I wanted to really think about how I wanted this roof to look. And aside from it just sloping upwards at, say, a 45-degree angle via these stairs, I kind of wanted it to slope upwards. And if I can try and demonstrate it for you guys right now on camera, that would be muy excelente. I kind of wanted it to take a shape like this. Except actually at this space here it would have to be a half slab. But nonetheless, you guys. So we have this going on. Let me try and just scaffold our way away from here. Can we place? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And let's just continue to crouch walk or sneak walk and scaffold our lovely ways out of here. And yeah, so this is pretty much what we have in regards to what the roof looks like. And I'm fairly content with it. Again, I did not want anything really too fancy or overboard, and I just realized that cannot be the case because that's going to mess up with this. So all that hard work, falling and nearly dying just to build this is for nothing, as I now sit here and realize that. But anywho, at least this is what we have for the roof, and most likely what I'm going to do at this point, the sun is starting to set. That means we're going to have some hostile creatures coming out soon. Oh boy. So yeah. So let's just go ahead and do some building on camera because there's actually some coughing I got to do in your ears once more. So I want to just take this time to briefly talk to you guys about something that's sort of been on my mind lately, and I'm not entirely sure how to put it other than so lately a lot of people have been asking me various questions that are good questions. Don't get me wrong, they are good questions. And actually, you know what? I want to try and do some building on camera while I'm talking with you about something completely different. And I'll continue to narrate what it is I'm doing and why, just to keep you in the loop of my thinking process. But I've been asked a couple times lately some various good questions, and I wanted to just take the time to briefly talk to you about them, like my responses, and also something else that I'll lead into and end with on that note. So someone asked me, like, what would I consider to be what makes someone successful on YouTube, and in all honesty, that's a matter of one's own preference and opinion. I think is the right way to go about saying that. I'm not entirely sure. What I mean by that, oh wait, no, we actually want to keep that dirt block there. What I mean by that is, depending on who you are as a person is what really determines how one can be successful. Like, in the event that you're new and you do not know this, I practice various things from Buddhism, and in the event you don't really know much about Buddhism, to make a long story short, money is not the key to happiness. That's one of the things we like to practice, and well, materialistic things, I guess you could say, in a sense, and money is sort of, I guess you could say, the same thing, whatever. So with that being said, at least, to me, being successful on YouTube, I guess, for me at least, it's that rewarding feeling when you can say, hey, so-and-so said they met so-and-so through one of my streams or in one of my videos, and they're now like best friends or something, or they found out that they have a lot in common. And I'm actually speaking about something that literally happened to me over this past weekend. It's just, I don't want to put their names out due to privacy and such. But nonetheless, it's like, to me, to be successful on YouTube, it's when you can learn something new or a few things new each and every single day. You can also sit down and take an interest in something that's outside of what it is you're putting out into the world in regards to your content. I think we're actually going to have to remove these dirt blocks now. But more importantly, you're also continuing to want to learn something new, because one thing I like to say, And I'm sure you may have heard this at some point in your life because it's a pretty, common saying, is that knowledge is power. And that's very true. I would rather be very knowledgeable about various things as opposed to just knowing a few things or little of something. Because you never know when in life you're going to need to know or remember something. um, but to me, to try and like long story short, all that now, uh, to me, being successful on YouTube is just you're able to continue to learn various things in various ways and continue to want to learn more about the subject at hand or something completely new or something that can tie into it sort of. Hello there, spider. Um ooh, dead shot. Another question I was asked was like, when you're starting up a YouTube channel, what's something you should do for like what in regards to content? Um, and again, that's a matter of one's own preference. There we go. It's not like there's some magic rule or magic guide to follow because it's a matter of what works for you individually. Sure, what could work for me may work for someone else. Like what works for me may work for person B, but at the same time, but what works for you and I may not work uh, with person C. Um, and so, with that being said, if you're starting a YouTube channel, um, again, what I've been saying in my streams lately, which is where I've been asked all these questions, is that start out by putting content that you want to put out, content that you want to see, and then once you have a small fan base, I don't want to say call peeps fans because that kind of gives it that, hey, I'm in charge here, or this is my channel and you're here to watch what I put out. When I do my best to keep you guys involved as much as I can and have an equal say, just as I do. But when you're first starting out a YouTube channel, one suggestion is to put out the content you want to see. When you have a decent sized fan base that you would like to say is decent size, try something new then. Be like, okay, you guys, we've been doing this for a while and we're going to put it on the back burner, meaning it's not going away completely, but it's not going to be here for a little while. What we're going to do is we're going to do something new, or if you can manage it, keep the current content that you have on the channel and bring something new to the table so then you have a more diverse selection to choose from. When I first started out doing YouTube videos, I was pretty much mainly a Minecraft channel. Then I started to do Halo videos and Titanfall videos, and from there I coughed again. No. And then from there, I started doing a video log series, quadcopter videography stuff. And then Minecraft mini games and Minecraft parkour servers. Oh man, I remember a few of them Minecraft parkour servers. Sadly, they're no longer up and running, but that's done and over with. But still, yeah, that's really my not, I wouldn't say advice, my mere suggestions you could take or leave, whatever, when it comes to like starting up a YouTube channel. And what I'll end with on that note is I do plan on putting out a video to sort of like quote unquote officially address these topics because I understand. Oh, okay, I saw something on the Twitters and I wasn't sure. Because I do understand that a lot of people have these questions and I would like to answer them to the best that I can. I'm honestly flattered that you guys would come and ask me these questions. But I want to put out a video where it's like, hey, if I want to do this, this, or this, how should I go about doing that? And that way I can say, hey, check out this video that I made exclusively about, oh, there goes my phone, exclusively about this or that, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and get back to work and tearing this down, unfortunately. So I'll see you guys when hopefully we have most to all of this one stretch of the roof complete. I think this is going to be the overall look. Again, nothing too fancy, nothing too detailed, but I do like it at the least. It has that medieval feel, in my opinion. And yeah, well, it's done. Most of the roof has been completed. We're going to climb up the top of this mountain now so we can get a good aerial bird's eye view. And this is it. It definitely, to me, again, at the least, it has that, it has that medieval roof flow, not atmosphere, feel going on for it. So what we're going to have to do for these actual tower segment parts, we're going to have to come up with a design. I plan on doing that during stream because instead of me just finishing it off and everything and saying, hey, you guys, this is what we have, and asking for your input about it in the comment section, I'd rather go ahead and get your opinions, thoughts, and ideas for this live on camera during a live stream. So, yeah. So if you watch this video, be sure to get your brain cranking and working, even if you are on holiday break. Never hurts to do some thinking when you're out of school. And let's try and come up with a cool look and design for how we can taper off this part of the roof here. Unfortunately, this roof will interfere with this bit right here. Is that another crafting table? That is another crafting table on a roof, and we still have that crafting table over there. Oh my days. Okay, so yeah, we're also gonna have to redo the roofs for the tower bits over here as well, but overall, you guys, it's always going to be for a good reason, because you want to be proud of the stuff you put out. In my case, I want to be proud of the stuff that I put out in the world download for you guys, but I also want to be content with the work that I do, and keeping you guys in the loop is a good way to help me continue to enjoy what I'm doing and such. Again, great work comes from the heart. So, unfortunately, you guys, that is all the time that I have for today. So, if you like what you see, then please give that like button a hug and subscribe for the latest buzz. And if you had a blast with a good laugh, then make sure you favorite this video and share it with a friend or two. But until next time, peeps, this is Vanillaraccoon. Peace out.